All right. We're going to try it again. Faster encoding. I know y'all tired of me. I'm tired of me right now. Damn, can't even do a toast. Let's just want to toast and celebrate the ancestors. That's all we want to do here at Gye-Nyame Journey. We spent 44 minutes doing that end. Damn. And now everything ain't streaming once again. So once again, we might not. Periscope is online. Everything is online. The color is not, the picture's not as, you know what I'm saying? But I had to kind of downgrade it just a little bit. We had 30 frames per second. All right. Damn. Now I got to go back into Facebook. Like Facebook probably like, nigga, what are you doing? God, this is too much. This is too much for Facebook. We can't handle you. Great Imani to you as well, Brother Kwame. So, family, we about to go on to do the toast. You ain't missed a toast yet. I've been dealing with video issues. Brother Hatim we got some. Maybe my computer got corona. Shit. Maybe it's But, Allende called me with a joke. He said, man, everybody talking about this corona and they sick and dying from it, but that's because they not getting it with the lime. You got to get your corona with the lime. You know what I'm saying? That's the best way to drink corona, with the lime. So we're about to go on and do the toast. Hopefully, because I switched some stuff up, it will be cool. And, if not, whatever. Like and share. Make sure the family that fell off, because some people got lost in the mix. Because this is my third time up. Maybe fourth, because I cut off and encoding overload. Consider turning down video settings or using a fasting encoding preset. I can't find nothing to say encode. Now I'll look for it later. But you going to have to hang in there. That's what you get paid to do, computer. So you better just handle that shit. Handle it like a G. All right? On this. Y'all tripping. Ain't nobody going to be bothered with this. Once again, we up. It look like we up on YouTube. I'm just trying to figure out what it looked like before I go on and get started. Because Navita said she couldn't see me last time. I want to make sure we know what it looked like on Gye-Nyame Journey, as well as Gye-Nyame Journey Facebook. So we get an idea. I'm streaming at a 720p. So hopefully that'll make it easier for those systems that can't handle the type of camera that Brother Hatim got. You know what I'm saying? Everybody be screaming this 1080p shit, and a lot of this shit Facebook can't even handle 1080p. That's some bullshit. They can't even handle it. I had to downgrade my shit just because they can't handle it. Let's see how it's doing on Facebook. Can Facebook handle 1080p? Now I got to wonder about that. Can Facebook handle 1080p? That's where we at right now. So, family, it is Imani. It is the Imani Day. I want to thank everybody for tuning in. I want to see how it looks. Oh, it don't look that bad. It don't look that bad. Yeah, it don't look that bad. Yeah. Let me cut it off because I'm eating up some precious. So, all right, let's make sure everything is all right. So, family, let's go and get started. First off, getting on to the Creator by whatever name you choose to call that Creator. We lift up our glass and we salute that Creator and we say, Ashe. From there, family, what do we do? Where do we go? Y'all know where we go. We go to our list of our ancestors and we're lifting up our ancestors and we're saluting them on this day. right? Even though we don't know what the future may bring with all the madness that's out here and stuff right now. It is what it is, family. So we're going to raise up our glass and we're going to salute our ancestors. And I'm going to try to do the list as far as I can by memory. And then we will jump onto the list. We got Miles Brown, Miss Ann, Robert the Texana, Davis, Herm Brown, Senior, Rosalie, Tilly, Georgia, William Walter, Chris, Fanny, Gaston, Eileen, Uncle Chris, I'm Fiend, Cleveland, Geneva Brown, Margaret Ellis, Wash Ellis, Cecil Ellis, Alvaro Brown, Gina Gaines, Herman Brown II, Barbara Twiggs, Wash Ellis Jr., Katie Ellis, Nikki Ellis, Jamar Jones, Jeremiah Tappan, John Falar, Montague Pimenel, No More X, Sapet Mott, Rob Malika Fakor, Dr. Mary Ann Williams, Kojo Kamal, Elder Farmer, Elder Millie Dixon, Tony Clark, Pastor Yusef Weston, Elder Ajani, Elder Ron Coleman, Elder Robert Donaldson, Alfred Brofro, Hector Jr., Jay Edwards, Carlisle Harris, Grace Lundy, Inez Harris, William Bill Moss, Phyllis Rose, Sterling and Lucy Wright, Derek L. Pulliam, the Luxter Brothers, Miss Eda Brooks Crawley, Miss Marie Nelson, Mr. Frederick Crawley Sr., Miss Jerry Brunson, Mr. Alonzo Johnson, Miss Marie McDowell, Janice Foster, Charles Jordan, Kel Smith, Walter Smith, Richard Triggs, Francis Johnson, Mary Franklin, Jimmy Williams, Daniel Ford, George Gibson, Nana Loretta Clark, Inez McCrae, Fritz Clark, Frankie Justice, Katie Justice, Derek Renderman, Virginia Rogers, Reverend James Smith, Lois Henderson, Kevin Spratling, Mary Elizabeth Walker, Raymond Walker Sr., Sarah Jane Carter, Michael Ford Jr., Kellen D. Russell, Susie B. Smith, Teresa Clay, Melvin Dale Hodge Jr., Herman Copeland, Mildred Copeland, Jenny Clay, Bert Beatty, Sarah Well, Levita Farmer, Agoso Sue, Shell Harvey, Aunt Charmaine, Aunt Evelyn, Theolis Hasbury, Harvey Hasbury Sr., Leonard Dickinson, T.C. Islam, Terrell Dunbar, Will Thomas, Sarah Berry, Mark Walsh, Merle B. Thornton, Pearl G. Thornton, Ida Johnson, Flores M. Carter, Joanne Thornton, Erica Trisha Wright, Eric Wright, Erica Trish Wright, George Wright, Mary Eliza Frederick Davis, Mary Elizabeth Rogers, Mary Esther Keechler Reese, Linda Watson Hammonds, Jarrell Giles Watson, Sparrow, Slimmy, Selvin Lewis, Andrew Holmes, Pearl Moore, Percy Moore Jr., Mildred Owens, Booker T. Bolton, Charlie Hunt, Sammy Stover, Hitter Pearson, Sturgeon Thornton, Richard Thornton, Lavinia Hall, Freeman Bankster, Mary Moss, Sophia Peacock, Willie Thornton, Napoleon Kennedy, Mark Ramsey, Paul Ramsey, Matt Ramsey, David Ramsey, Charles E. Thornton, Frankie Quails, Urania Thornton, Bernice Quails, Ernestine Jackson, Frankie Johnson, Teresa Mormon, Leon Johnson, Charles Bell, Vivian Ramsey, S.E. Johnson, Derrida Johnson, Leon Johnson. Oh, I might be making up names at this point. Frankie Johnson, Teresa Mormon, Leon Johnson, Charles Bell, Vivian Ramsey, S.C. Johnson, Derrida Johnson, Leon Johnson, James W. West Sr., James Parham, Dana Jones, Henry Ward, James Farmer, Mary Chavez, Leon Grace, Bessie Johnson, Hattie Levester, Mary Moreland, Paul Moreland, Elder Caleb, Rosemary Martineer, Elder Amitep Wellman, Fred Douglas Triggs Sr., Delma Triggs, Thomas and Lula Berry, Lacey Ellen Ohio, Frank Russell and Davis, Fred Douglas Triggs II, Vina Triggs, Reverend Eddie Moore, Helen Fuller, Eugene Jackson Sr., Richard Ellis, Silas Alexander, Charles Maxwell, Percy Alexander, Arthur Reynolds, Stanley Lockhart, Ricky Lockhart, William Lockhart, Woodrow Lockhart, Brenda Porter, Deacon Hargrove, Carlos Sawyer, Andrew Parker, Doris Donald, Ellis Murphy, D'Amico Russell, Didi Mayonnaise, Gina Ruth Jones, Jana Callahan. We have William Walter West, Nigella Paris, Elder Pasidi Filani, Jim Robson, Glass Johnson, Valerie Clark, John and Mary Sullivan, Dirk Johnson, Antonio Johnson, Delise Waters, DeFriedis Hines, Ennis Bostic, and the Bostic, Winifred Scantleberry, Wilson Haley, Emma Hines, Phyllis Lee, Eugene Spratling, Kevin Spratling, Charles Wooden, Penny Brown, Roy Lee Printup Jr., Miriam Johnson, Wilbur Longmire, Edith Cadney, Janice Carter, Michael Carter, Leon Pina Carter, Margaret Carter, William Carter, Lisa Jordan, Charles Lee Mosley, Dorothy R. Blair, Ransom Evans Sr., Sam Evans Sr., Elon Blair Sr., Edward Stevens, Sue Ann Stevens, Joe Davis, Timothy Butler, Gene Holmes, Dana Jones, Peter Charles, Christy Nichols, Cardinal Robinson, Rosemary Charles, Ada Pearl. All right, we still online. I had to check because I'm stuck. I'm stuck on my, let's see. Ada Pearl. All right, cool. Max resolution. Okay, cool. We are at 25 frames per second just by me dropping that down. So y'all should be getting a better streaming experience on Facebook at this point in time. Rosemary Charles, Ada Pearl, Bob Ingalls, Jack Wallace, Warren M. Finch, Warren P. Finch, Tim Ingalls, R.G. Finch, William Billingsley Jr., Jennifer Sensabaugh, Hazel Gaston, Jerry Brantley, Brian Watson Jr., Kaniko Parsons, Jason Kathy Bradford, Thomas Bradley, also known as Uncle Buki, also known as Gypsy, Reverend Roosevelt Word the First, Stacey Trice, Frank Smith, Mother Bertha, Michaela Leonard, David Brown, Ruth Carter, June Cox, Ruth Cox, Paula Cox, Ronald Urban, Judy Hubbard, Irene Johnson, Francis Booth Jefferson, Dan Wilkinson Sr., Emma McClendon, Jerry Doyle, Amina Robinson, Mary Nichols, Patricia Williams, Shabaka Teray, Greg G2 Gibson, Donna Hill, Richard Gleavis, Lee Irby, Tommy Irby, Boy Irby, Jim Gaucher, George and Hallie Johnson, Archie and Margaret Armstead, Diane Scott, Erica Armstrong, Claire Fox, Gene Evans, Archie Beck, Anna McGill, Charles McDaniel, Christine Cottrell, Aunt Becca, Alice Arnold, Arthur Arnold, Hattie Reed, Charles Reed, Eula and Andrew Baker, Patricia and Edwin Brooks, Gwendolyn and Bob Hatch, Kimball Vernon, Bradley Kim, Janie Harry, Tubman McKay, Spencer Sturgis, Sally Mae Baker, Ethel Baker, Creola Baker, Geneva Baker, Aaron Nino Baby Hatch, Sr., Melly Miller, Housie Hatch, Dad Cleveland, Mother Gibson, Alex Nixon, John Bowie, Lester and Rachel Saunders, Dorita Ross, Riola Ross, Robert Nelson, Francis Stevenson, Leroy Stokes, Neely Johnson, Fletcher Swan, Maddie and Charlie Scott, Ida Casey, Thomas Cobra, Vivian Stevenson, Mona Ann Lewis, Cornetta Lyman Lewis, John Jackson Lewis, William Dallas Lewis, Mary Francis, Chappelle Jackson, Michael Slade, Joanne Perkins, Richard Jackson, Martha Ford, Dawson, Big Mama, Nanny Harris, Eva Ford, James Harrison, Margaret Towns, Mary Williams, Leroy Q. Heath Sr., Albert Moore, Miss Vanilla, Albert Motley, Geraldine Elizabeth, Douglas Thompson, Erton Houston, Led Alls, Elijah Alls, Jerome Alls, here in West Staten, Joe Jamel Alls, Ann Pierce, Donald Carter, Lily Green, Nathan Green, Beth Vaughn, John Dewey, Ruth Beard, Tim Butler, Ramey Laura Newton, J.B. Foggy, Thomas Newton Sr., Barbara Naeem, Jeanette Sanders, Jerry C. Sanders, Ward Pruitt, H.J. Brantley Sr., Henry Wilson, Rufus Jenkins, Minnie Wilson, Catherine Sanders, Muriel Ellis, Elizabeth Sanders, Henrietta Irby, Mildred Armstead, Margaret Armstead, Catherine Anthony, Ruby Brown, Charles Walker Sr., Charlie Walker, Cecil Russell, Diane Urban, Haroon Phillips, William Ford, Margaret Logan, Phyllis Barnett, Lee Urban Sr., Michael Urban, Ozella Watson, Hugo Watson, John Caldwell Sr., Robert Lee Caldwell, Nevaeh Mitchell, Ron McCormick Sr., Sabrina Easy, Rayshawn Easy, JaVale McCormick, Barbara Ann Reed, Dorothy Ann Reed, John Reed, Shekel Maha Reed Jr., John Reed Jr., Patricia Reed, Edward R. Benson Sr., Ethel H. McNair, Louis Fernandez, Jacqueline Broadus, Reginald Alva, Mazarine Cooper, George Swan, Imani Grayson, Charles Scott, Charles H. Scott, Michael Morgan, Charlene Morgan, Sybil Edwards McNabb, Annie Ferguson, William Ferguson, Shelby McClendon. We are on Joella Giles, James Carswell, Roberta Adams, also known lovingly as Aunt Sis. We have Elder Shaka McNair, Anthony Brown, Jonathan Ford, Lottie Gaucher, Cousin Tony, Michael Johnson, James Jimmy Johnson, Barbara Shang Lewis, Ronald Sheldon Jr., Damian Top, Westina Banks, Joseph Bingham, Quincy, Mama, Aunt Lady Abraham Isaac Cundiff, Aunt Barbara Lewis, Renee Johnson, Joy, Ryan Ross Riggins, Jermonte, Marcus Price, Ness Word, Marshawn McHale, Demetrius Beard, Herb Jefferson, Ralph Mickens, Eric Walker, Quincy Sample, Candace Simmons, Summer Clayton, Leonard Jones, Sade Garner, Melvin Scott Sr., Elder Clarence Lumpkin, Elizabeth Johnson, Frank Smith, Stacey Trice, Denise Goray, Nathaniel Hassan Turner, Khaled is in transition, Nigel Turner, Demetrius Lewis Friend, Alberta Woods, Geneva Simmons, Daniel Tilley, Angeline Gantz, Sharifa Oscar Kane, Audrey Gippert, Dominique Nichols, Ruthie Lane Johnson, Teresa Sambu, Aunt Maxine, Uncle James, Henry Margaret III, Tamara Dowdy, Nicole Harris, Julia Taylor, Richard Bozeman II, Ruth Carter, John Carter, Mr. Thornton, Johanna, Cassandra Lynette Lewis, Henderson Mosley, Charles Dorton, Henry Essex II, Fannie L. Webb, Dan Walton, Al T. Sue Walton, Emma Walton, James Randolph Giles, Sonny, Pete Walton, William Walton, Fred Powers, Elijah Juan Hakeem and Como, Alberta T. Davis, Charles Davis, Willie R. Mackey, Dr. Creamy Mackey, Victor Bowden, Drusilla Kitty Berger, Lucy White, Robert Lee White, Emma Jean White, Talton, Roger White, R.L. White, Jesse White, Ruby Jewel White, Johnson Carl White, Desi Woods, Tilar Woods Lennox, Jim Woods, Lizzie Woods, Juanita Alexander Brown, Cynthia Ann Wright, Richard Dorsey, Annie Simpson, Jamira Simpson, Regina Hopkins, Joseph Simpson, Nettie Dorsey, Eleanor Hopkins, Edward Webster, Alice Webster, Ivy Webster, Arnella Willis, Ethel Lane, Samantha DeMond, Ethel Marshall, Steve Dougie Shelton, William Bill Walker, Carl Rico Johnson, Kim Gray, Stuart A. Johnson, Edward Young III, Isaac Jackson Sr., Drusilla Merle, Wayne Young, Christina Young, Thomas Young, Frank Merle, Sylvester Foster, James and Lizzie Winston, Abe and Julia Lawrence, Ozell Leathers Sr., Gladys Cofer, Ozell Leathers Jr., Geneva Jackson, R.J. Lacey, also known as Tooth the Don, Sabre Winston, Chris McKinney, Margaret Minter, Mary Smith, Juanita Florine Stith Gibbs, Carl Williams Duncan Sr., Janet Callahan, Danny Hill, Miko D. Nice Hill, Andre Martin, Mabel Williams. It is live, Mr. Vita. It is live. We are up. We are back. We have come back from the dead. We are a phoenix rising. So we raise our glass to all of our ancestors and we salute those ancestors and anybody that wants to get their ancestors on the list, you should be able to do that. And I will fix it so that you could do that. Hold on. Because this don't make no damn sense. Where is it at? Yeah, where you at? Nope. Where my... Yeah. Oh, okay. It's up there. Y'all lucky. It's so lucky. Y'all so lucky. All right, cool. All right. It's... Okay. I'm just checking. It should be something down there flowing. I thought it was. That's me. My fault, family. My fault. I thought something else was going wrong with the broadcast. So, family, for those that want to get their family names on the list, hit us up at G&J. Text the letters G&J to the number 25456. Once again, text the letters G&J to the number 2456. Also, you can also hit us up on our timeline. If you post them up on here, somebody in the family will get it and make sure that your family is recognized. All right? That's how we do it here at Gye-Nyame Journey. And it's going down. It's going down. Miss Navita says good afternoon, but it's not showing up over here. Tuning in while driving. Okay, cool. So Navita, be safe and listen up, because we're about to go through it. So we done toasted our ancestors. We raised our glass to our ancestors, and we are very grateful to our ancestors for laying down the foundation upon which we stand. So we raised this glass up, and we salute those ancestors. Man, what a good feeling to be able to do this every day, right? We lift up and we salute our ancestors, and we remember our pact with our ancestors, because they provided us with time and space. We have to now move and do what we need to be doing in the moment so that we can create time and space for our future generations. And speaking of that, now we move proudly and strongly into the moment, right, family? Right now, for those that are out there, I want you to activate your reticular formations, because right now, we are on Imani Day, and we are seeking Imani. But before we go any farther, let's give all the Imani babies a round of applause. That's right. That's right. Y'all deserve it. All you Imani babies. All of y'all born on this day. What in the hell is going on with my sound? So now I got to go and debug that. Maybe I might need to, but I don't want to. Oh, I might have to take that off. But I don't want to have to do that, because then I have to upload all that stuff again. Oh, my God. All right. But if I get a clear sound for y'all, I'll do it. So we gave Imani a round of applause. Family, activate those reticular formations. I want you to go out and seek Imani. It is out there. It might be hiding behind the mask, but it's out there. We know it's out there, right? Because those of us in Gye-Nyame Journey we already see all of our principles on a daily basis, and we just trying to grow so that more of us are able to see our principles on a daily basis. I mean, that's one simple step that we all could take, right? In connecting ourselves with our ancestors and being able to harness, because that's an energy source, right? Potential energy source that many of us are not drawing on. Those of us that's on the daily tools, we're pulling on that energy, right? That's health energy. That's wisdom that's coming from the past. That's experience. That's your ancestors unlocking and moving things up out your way, right? So right now in this moment, we want to be able to recognize this time of faith. For those who don't speak the language, by the way, Imani means faith. Also, on a day, we have the demonic principle of harmony. We have trust that we teach the young people. In the M7, we got the color red. As you can see, it's a little bit redder now. It looks a little bit redder now, right? Right? I fixed it, right? Gender is the Hermetic law for the day. And the male name for the day is Kwesi. Female name is Akasua. So we raise our glass to this present moment, and we pledge, we keep our pledge to our ancestors, right? Because we had that pact. We're going to take this time, and we're going to harness this moment, and we're going to build upon this moment, and we're going to move this moment forward. And we're going to be able to pass this moment off to the next generation. And we're going to educate the next generation so that they know that they have a responsibility to pass the moment on to the generation after that. And on and on and on. Creating those institutions that hold space. Check it out. Y'all do know churches hold space. But are they holding space for us? You know, a lot of these businesses hold space and time. But are they holding it for us? What institutions hold it culturally for us? Huh? So we raise our glass in this moment because we are here to talk about this type of Is it a collapse or is it an opportunity? What's going on right now? So we raise our glass and we say Ashe. From there we move to our future generations. Family, we toast our children's children on to infinity. Wonder how that sound on that camera. Man, I'm hyped. Right? So we raise our glass, family. We raise our glass, right, to our future generations, our children's children, on to infinity. Because all that we do for them. So we raise that glass and we say, Ashe. From there, family, guess what? We move on. And we toast all of our relations and we say Ashe from all of our relations. We do that selfish toast. This is for you. What is it that you need right now in this moment to become the better you, to become the tribal you, to become the higher you, become the family you? We raise our glass and we say Ashe. I hope nobody wishes for toilet paper. Because y'all killing me with this whole toilet. All right, but hey, I say you should have you should always have toilet paper on deck if that's how you live it. You don't rush out during an emergency and buy all the toilet. You should have had toilet paper on the side. You know? Is it just me? Or is toilet paper essential? You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's like, if the world collapsed, you have to know how to wipe your ass if there is no toilet paper. Right? They panicking. We got people who went out and bought more toilet paper than food. Help me understand the logic. I'm just saying. Family, I'm just saying. Right? So we raise our glass. And this is that for that selfish toast, and I know, but we already did that. So family, right now I want to raise my glass and I want to salute and toast the most magnificent, marvelous, excellent, outstanding individual, the strongest, the wisest individual in the room right now. I raise my glass up to you. Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. Ms. Davida say the video is freezing. No doubt. No doubt. Everybody's streaming right now. Everybody is streaming, and I hope that it unfreezes. But I'm trying to do what I can. I'm doing my best to do my duty, to make sure my people got the word. So let me go on and transition up out of that screen. Of course, they're going to freeze Gye-Nyame Journey. That's what they do. I ain't mad. I ain't mad at all. I'm not mad at all. And it shouldn't be. And since I'm going at 720p, YouTube should be able to handle that shit. There's something wrong. YouTube should be able to handle. I'm streaming at 720p. I can understand if I was at 1080 HD. I'm not even at high definition. We in about 24 frames per second. And they freezing. The hell? But I hope that it works out for you, Sister Davida. And that's that family down there. We got family down in Louisiana, y'all. You know what I'm saying? We serious here, Gye-Nyame Journey. We spreading the word. We getting the word out there. So let me go and drink my ambrosia, because I got to go out in public, And a lot of people don't understand that the microbiome is a critical part of your immune system. Get you some learn how to ferment some of your own food so that you can get this stuff in you and then make stuff more bio available for you to eat. So now, family, what we going to do, we are going to open up the stream, and we are going to open up for the black line. Give y'all a couple of seconds. Open up the black line. Black line is open. (614) 556-4535. Now, I hope I typed the wrong number. I mean the right number. Let me make sure everybody got it. But also, yep, I messed up. It's 614-556-4535. Wow. There you go. So now for those that are having problems and you can't, and it's breaking up and it's too much for you, you can always go to our Spreaker. This is why it's important to get on the Black Signal, because Black Signal comes out with a link every day, with a link for you every day, so that you can stay up with us, right? So now we always broadcast. We always broadcast on Spreaker. We try to stay regular on Spreaker. Spreaker is the foundation of what we do. That's a podcast, so you don't get to see the expressions and shit like that. But most of our shows take place on Spreaker, right? So you can always go to Spreaker and you can find, just look up Gye-Nyame Journey, look up Brother Hatim, and we on there. We streaming, and so you can always get it, right? You can always get it. Or as of right now, we got the call-in lines open. Call-in lines are open. You can call in and you can have conversations with us at the Journey. I'm going to take a couple of seconds to get stuff. We're going to take a couple of seconds to get stuff set up.
Mr. Diddy.